What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Wow, talk about a dominant performance in his last start. Struck out 20 batters. Let's hope he brings that same stuff with him, because we might see a lot more Ks than this one.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
First pitch on its way. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball here. 0-1.
First pitch, 7:06.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. One out, nobody on. Here it comes, 0-2. And another foul ball. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. LeMahieu's got it, and there are 2 away now. Ready now, Wilson Ramos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. Mets 0. The Yankees coming up. It's crosstown. Noah Syndergaard will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ball game. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Boy, talking about having a great month. He absolutely killed it last month, hitting over 400. This guy's one of the most dangerous hitters in all of baseball.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
Now shortstop.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Hit high and deep to right center. Lagares on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Here's Miguel Andujar now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still no score. Here's Robbie Cano now. In past meetings with Tanaka, comes in with 6 hits in 25 tries. He also has 1 home run. The 0-1 on its way. Called strike 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Got him to go down swinging there. Robinson Cano goes down to become the first out here in the 2nd inning. Into the box now, Michael Conforto.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Batting average down in the low 210s. 6 home runs and 21 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Here's Jed Lowry now, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Here's a pop-up now. Tanaka is there, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No. Giancarlo Stanton now. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's just 1 for 13. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Ellsbury.
Line, but speared on a hop. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out.
Batting 6th.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Yes, he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So that keeps the bottom of the 2nd going.
Well, this was a good start for the
Batting
pitcher.
seven.
First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Here comes the first pitch. He's running high in the air out to center field. Lagares is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun."
The first
Matt, back to you.
Number 22.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Dominic Smith.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Gardner patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Batting 9.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And into bat next, the slick fielding shortstop, Adeiny Hechavarria.
Ball 1.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. So striding in, Jeff McNeil. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the 3rd coming up. Next for New York, Austin Romine. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Lifted in the air out to right. Conforto has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Swing and a hot shot toward 3rd. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Into the box, Billy Hamilton. He swings and lines it to left. And that'll get down out there. Long throw to 3rd. Throw won't get him.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from 3rd. The relay. The tag, and he's out at second. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Juan Lagares, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Lagares.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Ball and a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Popped high in the air. And there's out number one. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Now, guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready with the 1-2.
Nope.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Cespedes leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Stanton is there. And that retires the side. Mets leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Andujar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The third baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Miguel Andujar.
Line towards center field. Lagares is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. Here's the first pitch to him. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Ramos is up with it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th. Now to the plate, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. And this is taken outside for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. That's popped up. Andujar in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. So digging in now, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto has a read on it. 1 out.
The center fielder,
So
11.
1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 28.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Austin Romine. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side, but foul.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Softly on the line to third, but there to take it in is a well-positioned Lowry, and the inning is over. Here's Echeverria now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they could start making some adjustments.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And he lays off for ball 1. One and 2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Number 6.
Ready for another chance? Jeff McNeil. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. And the pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something,
a swing and a miss, that retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up. Striding in, Greg Bird. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lagares giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. At the plate, Billy Hamilton. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Throwing to second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. Baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. And the runner's breaking for third. No balls and 1 strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch popped straight up, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting, the left fielder, Giancarlo.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes for second. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Yeah, and with 2 outs here, this might be the last batter he faces. I bet the pitching coach is just telling him to rear back and let it rip. Don't hold anything back. Get the out, and your work is done here.
At the plate, Jacoby Ellsbury. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And Adeiny will make the catch to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Wilson Ramos was down for the first out in the 7th inning.
You win it.
0-1 the count. Ground ball right into the shift. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out.
The batter, number
at the plate, Robinson Cano. He flew out in his last at-bat. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Oh, he might not. This ball's kicked out there. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Cano is off of first with 2 away. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Mets strand one. Still down 3-0. Paul Sewald gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 51.
In now, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and a strike to count. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here's Brett Gardner now, and there he goes towards second. Oh, he gloves it coming off the base. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly. Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
In now, Austin Romine. And now the runner's trying for third. On the line, that's a base hit. He'll come home with it. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you a little.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever. Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Stepping in now, Billy Hamilton. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job.
First delivery to him on the way. The runner's breaking for home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Yankees 6 and the Mets nothing. Eric Colligan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 13, Eric Colligan.
Now in the box, Jed Lowry. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. In there, and it's 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry. Struck him out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Dominic.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now, hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
Striding in once again, Dominic Smith. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Chopper to short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Coming to the plate now, Adeiny Hechavarria. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Robert Gesellman enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Robert.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Miguel Andujar. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
For the Yankees, the third
line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Here's the first pitch to him. Runners off for second. Hit hard up the middle. To second, there's Cano. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Stepping into the box, Jacoby Ellsbury. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what...
And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with the hit and run on as he gets doubled up on the line drive. 1 hit's all they get. We've played 8 full. It's the Yankees 6. Ready for another shot now, Jeff McNeil. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The center fielder, number 12.
Stepping into the box, Juan Lagares. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 0-2 once more is a low changeup that's laid off.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch to 0-2. Good changeup with some depth.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero.
Throw on to first, and the Yankees will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Yanks led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Masahiro Tanaka earns his league best 14th win as he struck out 13 in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the AL East, Masahiro Tanaka got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, as the Yankees took down the inner-city rival Mets 6-0. He is currently leading the American League in wins. The Texas Rangers put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Red Sox